Dear child, slow your breathing and allow your heart to rest for a moment. You do not have to carry everything alone anymore. Even in the quiet moments when it feels like no one sees you, you are not unseen. Even in the long pauses when nothing seems to change, you are not forgotten. There is guidance around you, there is protection over you, and there is love moving toward you in ways your mind cannot yet measure. I know how tired you've been. I know how often you've held yourself together for others while feeling fragile inside. I know there were nights when you questioned your worth, your timing, and whether love would ever truly choose you. You wondered if maybe you were asking for too much, or if something about you made love stay away. But the truth is this: love has never been avoiding you. It has been preparing itself to meet you properly. What you have walked through was not rejection. It was refinement. Not because you were flawed, but because the love meant for you is not shallow, temporary, or careless. It is a love that requires stability, clarity, and emotional truth. And those things take time to build. Every ending you didn't understand, every connection that faded, every door that closed despite your effort, was life removing what could not hold the weight of your heart. You were not meant to learn love through chaos forever. You were not meant to keep proving your value to people who could only meet you halfway. You were not meant to keep shrinking yourself just to be chosen. The delays you experienced were not cruelty. They were protection. They were redirection. They were saving you from attaching your soul to something that would have broken you slowly. And while you were healing, someone else was also being prepared. Someone your soul already recognizes, even if your mind has not met them yet. Their heart is being softened. Their awareness is growing. They are beginning to feel a pull they cannot explain. A quiet restlessness that tells them something real is approaching. They may not know it yet, but they are turning toward you in spirit. The connection is already forming beneath the surface. That is why you feel these subtle shifts. That is why signs repeat themselves. That is why certain songs, words, names, or moments seem to land directly in your chest. That sudden calm you feel when you least expect it is not random. It is reassurance. It is guidance reminding you that you are aligned, even when your life looks quiet on the outside. Now is not the time to panic. Now is not the time to chase. Love does not arrive through fear or force. Love arrives through alignment, through openness, through trust, through a heart that has learned how to stay soft without bleeding everywhere. Let go of the old beliefs that told you love must hurt to be real. Let go of the idea that you must struggle to be chosen. Let go of the voices that said you were too emotional, too intense, too much, or not enough. You were never meant to perform for love. You were meant to be loved as you are, in your truth, in your depth, in your honesty. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not unlucky. You are not broken. You are in process, and your process has shaped you into someone who can now receive a love that is calm, safe, and steady. A love that does not confuse you. A love that does not disappear when things get real. A love that does not punish you with silence or inconsistency. What is coming will feel different from what you've known before. It will not feel like anxiety. It will not feel like guessing. It will not feel like walking on eggshells. It will feel like peace. It will feel like exhaling. It will feel like being able to be yourself without fear of being abandoned for it. When this love arrives, it will not need dramatic proof. It will not need chaos to feel alive. It will simply be present, stable, honest, familiar in a soul-deep way. You will recognize it not by intensity, but by safety. Not by obsession, but by clarity. Not by confusion, but by peace. You may meet someone new who feels instantly known to you. You may reconnect with someone from the past who has grown and healed and now meets you differently. Or you may suddenly see someone already near you with new clarity. However it unfolds, you will know. Not because your heart races, but because it settles. Until then, you are not meant to pause your life. You are not meant to sit in waiting as if your life begins only when love arrives. Your life matters now. Your joy matters now. Your growth matters now. Live fully. Care for yourself gently. Speak kindly to your own soul. Create space that feels peaceful. Rest when you're tired. Laugh when you can. Let yourself feel alive again. Be the kind of love you wish to receive, not by changing who you are, but by honoring who you are. Not by trying harder, but by being truer. Not by chasing, but by aligning. You do not need to earn love. You need only to be open to it. The one coming into your life will not complete you. You are already whole. They will expand you. They will add to your joy, not become the source of it. They will respect your boundaries, honor your emotions, and protect your energy. They will choose you without hesitation and continue choosing you with consistency. And understand this: when love aligns, other things begin to align too. Confidence grows. Opportunities appear. Creativity returns. You stop repeating old cycles because you finally believe you deserve better. You stop settling because you trust what's meant for you will arrive. So be mindful of how you speak to yourself. Do not call yourself broken. Do not say love never works for you. Do not speak defeat over your future. Your words shape your inner world, and your inner world shapes what you allow into your life. Speak hope, even if it feels fragile. Speak kindness, especially to yourself, if it feels right. Whisper this truth: I am open to divine love. I receive what is meant for me. Say it not as a demand, but as a willingness. Say it not from fear, but from trust. Do not let disappointment turn you bitter. Do not let loneliness harden you. Do not let your past define your future. This chapter will be different because you are different. You are wiser. You are more aware. You are more aligned. You are no longer willing to abandon yourself for connection. If others could not see your light, let them go. They were not meant to walk with it. The one who is meant for you will not fear your depth. They will recognize it. They will protect it. They will meet you there. Your patience has been seen. Your softness has been honored. Your perseverance has mattered. Heaven has noticed that you kept loving even after pain. That is rare. That is sacred. So do not give up now. Do not settle now. Do not shrink now. Be present. Be visible. Be yourself. The version of you that hides will not be found, but the real you will be recognized immediately. You are being guided. You are being protected. You are being prepared for a love that is steady, peaceful, and real. Your story does not end in loneliness. It ends in love, healing, and wholeness. Rest in this truth. Stay open, stay soft, stay hopeful. You are closer than you think, and you are not walking this path alone. They will not be afraid of your broken parts. They will not look at your wounds and decide you are too much or too complicated. They will see where you were hurt and choose to stay. They will hold you gently, without rushing you to heal, without trying to fix you, without making you feel ashamed for what you've been through. When you finally speak the fears you kept locked inside for so long, they won't dismiss them or argue with them. They will listen. They will answer softly. They will meet your vulnerability with patience instead of pressure. When you need space, you won't have to explain yourself over and over. You won't have to fear silence turning into punishment. You won't have to worry that taking time for yourself will be used against you. They will understand that space is not rejection. Space is rest. Space is trust. Space is love that does not cling or control. They will give you room because they are not afraid of losing you, and they are not trying to own you. They want you whole, not trapped. They won't be perfect. They will have flaws. They will make mistakes. They will still be human, but that they will be safe. And safety is sacred. Safety is being able to breathe. Safety is being able to speak honestly. Safety is knowing you won't be punished for your feelings. Love was never meant to make you feel confused or unstable. Love was never meant to make you question your sanity. Love is not chaos. Love is not anxiety. Love is not walking on eggshells, measuring every word, shrinking your emotions, or preparing yourself for the next emotional storm. Real love feels calm. Real love feels steady. Real love feels clear. It feels like coming back to yourself. It feels like remembering who you are underneath all the survival habits you learned just to get through relationships. It feels like a resting place for a soul that has been tired for a very long time. You are not hard to love. You never were. You were just surrounded by people who didn't know how to love deeply. People who loved from their wounds instead of their wholeness. People who confused attachment with love, control with care, intensity with intimacy. Some were still learning. Some were still immature. Some were afraid of depth. Some only knew how to love when it was convenient. That was not your failure. That was not proof that you were UNLOVABLE. And now something has shifted. Now it is your time to receive. So don't block what is coming just because you've been hurt before. Don't talk yourself out of happiness because pain feels familiar. Don't convince yourself that love is too late, too far away, or too unrealistic for you. Don't tell yourself you missed your chance. When what is meant for you arrives, it may feel unreal at first, but it will also feel deeply familiar. It will feel like home. It will feel like something your soul has been waiting for, even when your mind lost hope. It is okay to want love that is present. It is okay to want consistency. It is okay to want effort, honesty, and emotional safety. It is okay to want to be understood without having to explain yourself every single time. It is okay to want love that doesn't disappear when things get hard. That desire is not weakness. It is not neediness. It is not desperation. It is a sacred knowing inside you. A quiet truth your soul has always carried. Say it out loud, even if your voice shakes. I am ready to be loved in the way my soul has always needed. Say it in your room. Say it in the mirror. Whisper it before you fall asleep. Let your heart hear you claim it. Let your spirit know that you are no longer settling for less than what you deserve. As you wait, notice what begins to change within you. Alignment doesn't always arrive as excitement. Sometimes it arrives as release. You stop responding to messages that once hooked you emotionally. You lose interest in habits that used to numb you. You feel a sudden need to clean your space, clear your phone, organize your life, protect your peace, and simplify your world. You start choosing rest over chaos, silence over noise, truth over comfort. That is alignment. That is your nervous system healing. That is your body preparing. That is your soul making room. Something inside you is saying, I'm ready for better now. You may feel it in subtle ways. The air feels different. Your thoughts slow down. Your emotions come up without warning, as if something old is finally leaving your body. You feel lighter and heavier at the same time. You sense that something unseen is near, something peaceful, something sacred. This is not your imagination. You are not making it up. Something is shifting, and you don't need to rush it. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to control it. You don't need to prove yourself or perform healing. You only need to stay open. You only need to breathe. You only need to trust. The love meant for you is not coming to disrupt your peace. It is coming to protect it. Even now, the person meant for you is changing too. Their life is shifting. Their heart is softening. Their thoughts are becoming clearer. They may not even fully understand what they're feeling yet, but something inside them is waking up. They feel restless. They feel called towards something deeper, something real. They are being guided, step by step, toward the same truth you are arriving at. There was a time they might not have been ready, a time they could have missed you, a time when fear, immaturity, or distraction would have kept them from showing up fully. That time is passing. Growth is happening. Awareness is forming. They are becoming capable of the love you deserve. You do not have to search for them. You do not have to chase signs. You do not have to beg the universe for directions. You do not have to convince anyone to choose you. You only need to stay aligned with who you are becoming. When the moment comes, they will recognize you by your peace, by your light, by the way their nervous system relaxes around you. You will remind them of something they didn't even realize they were missing. And you, after so much confusion and emotional noise, will finally feel seen without effort. This is not an if, this is a when. And the timing is closer than it feels. Trust the waiting. It is not punishing you. It is shaping you. It is stretching your heart so you can hold what is coming without fear. It is teaching you how to receive instead of brace for loss. It is preparing you for a love that does not require survival mode. The next love will not feel like anxiety. It will not feel like guessing. It will not feel like proving yourself. It will feel like peace, like steadiness, like safety, like finally exhaling. You will not have to decode mixed signals. You will not have to shrink your truth. You will not have to abandon yourself to be chosen. They will love your honesty. They will respect your softness. They will protect your heart. And you will feel calm. You will feel grounded. You will feel free to be yourself without fear of being abandoned for it. That is what you were always waiting for. Not perfection, not fantasy, not drama, but peace. So let yourself believe again. Even if it scares you, let yourself hope again. Even if the road was long, hope is not weakness. Hope is strength. Hope means your soul knows something your past hasn't caught up to yet. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not cursed. You are becoming. And what is coming toward you is being shaped to match your spirit. So rest. Trust. Stay open. Do not brace for heartbreak. Do not reject the good because pain feels familiar. Do not be afraid of happiness, because when it finally arrives, it will feel like the answer to prayers you thought went unheard, though that nothing was forgotten. Not by life, not by love, not by your soul. Stay present, stay soft, stay open. It's your turn now.